You see, there will always be potholes along the road of life, but we cannot abandon our gifts. We cannot abandon our dreams because of those potholes. We have to keep moving. We have to keep going. Regardless of the potholes, regardless of how bad the road is. The road is not always going to be smooth all through. Sometimes God allows all kinds of unexpected change in our plans. However, rather than giving up and being frustrated by the changes and the challenges in our lives, we keep moving. And this is how God wants us to view challenges in our lives. He wants us to see it as an essential part of our journey, because God will lead us on strange paths to help us mature and grow. God rarely leads on straight paths. That's why you hear the ways of God are mysterious. He is mysterious. He rarely leads on straight paths. Trust in His leading. Trust in His leading. And that's why sometimes we don't understand our lives. We don't understand what's going on. Even you get confused. And you ask yourself so many times, how do I get here? But I used to be here. How come I'm here? What happened? What happened? Your life is now a misery to you. You don't understand it. Because God really leads in the straight path. We live in a generation where we want everything fast, sharp, and we fail to recognize that the path God leads is never the shortest. In Psalm 23 verse 3, He leads me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. God has integrity, and that's why He upholds His words. He leads us in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. That is why when He leads you, it is sure that you are going to come out in grand style. When He leads you, think about it. God is far more interested in our transformation than our destination. God is far more interested in our transformation than our destination. How do I know? Look at the children of Israel. God could have led them through the land of the Philistines. It was closer. But rather He led them through the wilderness. Why? He gets why. He led them through the land of the wilderness. So some of them, they have to learn patience. Some of them have to learn tolerance. Some of them have to learn total dependence on Him. Some of them have to build their faith. Some of them have to unlearn their fears. Some of them have to unlearn their slavery mentality, because their mindset in Egypt could not take them to that land. They cannot possess the land that God has promised them with their mindset at that time. So God needed them to go through the wilderness to help them grow, to sharpen them, to strengthen them, to teach them war. God, where did they learn how to fight? Where? In the wilderness. Who taught them? God Himself. How do I know? Blessed be the Lord, who has trained my hands for battle. He trained them for battle. If they had gone through the land of the Philistines, God said they would have run back for fear of war. When they see war, they will run. They had never fought war before. So God had to make them go through the wilderness for them to build capacity, for them to build courage, for them to unlearn their fears, for them to unlearn their slavery mentality, to have that mentality of possession. God could have taken them to the land of Philistines, but He didn't do that. That is why challenges help us grow. Challenges help us grow. When we are faced with a situation, it pushes us to the next level And that is why God allows all kinds of potholes, traffic jam, wrong turns in our lives to teach us, to train us, to help us, to build us. James chapter 1 verse 2 say, count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet with trials. When you meet with all kinds of trials, count it all joy. Count it all joy. Challenges, trials, they are for our lifting. When the children of Israel went through the wilderness, they grew, they learned. We are not new to this story. We know what happens in the wilderness. A lot of things. God had to teach a lot of them faith. God taught a lot of them discipline. God put them humility in the wilderness. A lot of things. In the wilderness, they learn craft. What are you learning in your wilderness today? What is that thing you are learning? Trust in Him with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. When He leads you, He say, He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. Why He will not let you fail for His name's sake?